Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and today is a very exciting one in terms of looking at the Lockstone. So as I was checking it today, just seeing if there was any updated news, I really wasn't expecting anything, but we did get some information here. Finally, we're getting an update for the special site. So they've been doing this a lot recently. With every new expansion or patch, they have a special site that goes up that talks more about it. And today we got a little bit more information. So before it was kind of a blank page, just kind of a very vague idea of what was waiting for us. But yes, so patch 6.1, Newfound Adventure Special Site Update. The patch 6.1 special site has been updated with details on the upcoming main scenario, the Minstrel's Ballad, Endsinger's Aria trial, and basically it's about the housing district as well. So we got three important things to look into. So let's just go ahead and pull those up real quick. So here we have with the artwork as well as the title, Newfound Adventure. What I loved about this here with the title, they did mention before that they made it so people might laugh when they see it, and I admit I did laugh when I saw it. They just made it so blunt. They were very blunt about what it was going to be. They made it very clear what it's going to be about. I love the artwork in the background. And normally with the artwork, it's kind of like a clue or like a hint of what that particular patch is going to be about. Here though, we have the Warrior of Light as well as their like past outfits for like each of the expansions. And I don't know where we are yet. Like if you look in the background, you actually see like buildings in the background. You see a few people here. I'm guessing it's Charlian because we kind of have like a person down here with like books carrying it. So that's my best guess anyway. Doesn't matter. This here is just going to be talking very quickly about what we can be expecting because we do have a little bit more information. So let's move on down. So it's coming mid-April 2022. My best bet though is that it's going to be coming out April 12th because that is about halfway through the month and it falls on a Tuesday, and it's about 10 days off from the next letter from the producer, which is where we will be getting our last letter from the producer as well as the next trailer. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the 12th. Okay, so new story, turn now the first page, Brave the Great Unknown. And normally with like the patches after the expansion, it's really about kind of like cleanup duty as well as just tying up any loose threads that we have with the current expansion before we prepare everything for the next expansion with the final two patches. Here though, the story with Endwalker, it ended with Endwalker basically from 6.0, was just kind of wrapping up the Hydaelyn and Zodiac saga. Now we're going to be moving on and setting the groundwork up for a brand new story. So we actually have some pictures. So we have this first one. We have Tataru and the Warrior of Light. They're sitting in the Rising Stones. And it looks like we're having lunch together or maybe just some tea or coffee as we talk. I guess we just came back here to visit Tataru. I guess she might be feeling lonely. So that's really sweet to see. I am glad that we will, of course, be having more of the Scions, or I guess the former Scions, and that we're not just going to say goodbye to them now that the old story is over. So that's the first one. The next one is of Estinian. So we're at Razat Han. He has a piece of paper in his hand. Not sure what that's about. My best bet is that we finally are getting some information to what Vitra wants him to do. Apparently, Vitra sent some envoys over to Estinian asking for his help with a particular assignment. We don't know anything about it. Not even Estinian knows anything about it. They haven't said anything. But he looks pretty well taken care of. So, I mean, he seems pretty like relaxed about everything. So I'm guessing we're finally going to be learning what Vitra is going to ask him. And this here is the latest picture we actually have today. And we're definitely back in Charlian, and we have the Scarlock here, who of course was an old friend of Louisoix and Galuf, and I'm guessing also Master Matoya, my best bet for that. And we have Y'shtola here. So I'm guessing that Y'shtola, she found the book eventually in the Great Gubal Library, and I'm not sure why she would be back here in Charlian or why she needs to speak with him. Yeah, I have no clue. This picture kind of threw me for a loop, despite how simple it is. But yes, those are just very brief clues that we will be getting for the new main scenario. And I can't wait for the trailer. The trailer is supposed to come out next week, so we'll find out more, I hope. With despair, silence, and hope restored, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn step back into the shadows, their star's hero to don the mantle of a simple adventurer once more. Eager hearts never idle, 'tis not long before the Warrior of Light hearkens unto journey's call. So yes, the Warrior of Light is no longer part of the Scions, at least in the public's eye, so they are going to go back as a humble adventurer, which is kind of a nice callback to when we first started our journey, and it's a really nice callback to starting a brand new journey. And of course, we wouldn't be adventurers if we just stayed in one place for too long, so yeah. That's pretty much all that we're getting for the main scenario for right now. Okay, but for the new challenges, we all expected it, we all knew it was coming, but we have the new Minstrel's Ballad, Endsinger's Aria. Okay, and she freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie, she creeps the hell out of me. But it's interesting here because, if you remember, she had like long black hair and black wings. Here though, she's like kind of decked with gold and her feathers had all turned white and even her eyes turned like a golden color. So I'm not really sure what's happening here. But had the Endsinger succeeded in gathering but a few more stars worth of despair, or even that of a few more souls, might the darkness you faced have been so deep not even the light of hope kindled by your comrades would pierce it? So muses the wandering minstrel, and by his consummately evocative words you find your mind set adrift amidst that unsettling possibility where you can rely upon not save your own conviction to overcome the ultimate incarnation of despair. So this is going to be Endsinger Extreme mode, and judging by how hard like the previous one was, just like the normal mode, at least for me it was when the first time I played it, this is going to be terrible. But I'm guessing she is going to be getting a brand new look and possibly some new added additions. We all know what the Wandering Minstrel's like. He just loves adding a bit of extra flair, doesn't he? Anyway, that's all that we know for Endsinger Extreme. And finally, we have the new residential district. So we are going to be going back to Ishgard, and they did mention that they will not be having the housing available until 6.1, which it has come. And so, and if you all thought that the battle for Shirogane was going to be bad, this is going to be an all-out war. So I predict that there will not be any houses left within the first few minutes once it becomes available. But thanks to tireless volunteers from near and far, Ishgard's once ruined firmament now boasts a host of facilities, including a brand new residential area. Empyreum. During the first round of sales, empty plots will be distributed via lottery system. So those who yearn to live amidst the grandiose stonework of Eorzea's ice-crowned city-state will want to visit the plaque of their favorite property to enter. So it is slightly better than before in that it is going to be a lottery system, but the odds of winning are still going to be very slim. So I'm guessing they were hoping that the lottery system will kind of reduce the bloodshed, but I wouldn't bet on that. Okay, other than that, that's pretty much all we know for right now. We do still have a very vague idea of what's going to be coming to us. So just moving down here. So that's pretty much all that we have for right now. So the trailer has not yet come out, not too surprising, but we do have everything that we know so far from patch 6.1. Just a few pictures, including the artwork. Just pulling that up real quick. Yeah, so you can see the people all down here below, and it does look like a few familiar gears are also being added here. Again, I'm guessing that it's going to be Charlie, and it doesn't look 100% like it. Oh well, I'm not going to be picky. I think it all looks great. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for right now. That's all we really know for the time being. Of course, as the days go by and we do get closer to both the letter from the producer, which is coming out in 1 week, next Friday, as well as leading up to the release date of 6.1, which we should be finding out very soon. Again, I'm going to be betting it's going to be the 12th. That's just me. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed it and that you are looking forward to 6.1. I really can't wait to see what the story is going to be from now on. I do know that it's going to be a little bit more down to earth and maybe not whole, saving the entire world. It's going to be nice to just kind of step back and take a breath of fresh air, if you ask me. Anyway, that's it for right now. This is going to be Fantasy Girl signing out.